Venom: The Last Dance was directed by Kelly Marcel. It was also written by Kelly Marcel, and it stars Tom Hardy, Chiwetel Ejiofor, fucking Andy Serkis, Riz Ifans, and it's about Eddie Brock and Venom being on the run after the events of Let There Be Carnage. And there are some fucking other symbiotes, some hunter ones, you could call them, that are after them, and it becomes a cross country adventure, kind of. Okay, so Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Is there some positives I can say about this film? Well, the final act was fun to watch because of all the mindless action, and it's the mindless action in the final act is very well done. I'll give the movie some of that. Tom Hardy is still good in this movie, as he was in the first two. Some of the effects are okay. Man, I'm kind of stretching it here. That's about it. Okay, so if you like the first two films, then I can recommend this movie because if you like the first two, you'll already know that you're going to like this film. Now with me, I am not a fan of the first two films. The second one was just I'm in the minority by saying that the second one is just slightly better than the first one because what can I say? It's better directed. The effects are better in the second one. It has better action too. That's all the fucking second one has over the first one. But yeah, the first two movies, not a fan of either of them. Now, when I heard that there was a Venom 3, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And I gotta say, this is the worst one yet. Holy shit. Despite the okay action in the final act and Tom Hardy's performance and some of the effects, this movie is not good at all. When it comes to the plot, it is so fucking messy. All this movie really does is throw shit at the wall and tries to see what sticks. Actually, it throws everything at the wall and tries to see what sticks. And for a cross country adventures, there's not very many fucking locations in this movie. There's only, maybe 4 in the whole fucking movie? Like, come on, if you're gonna do like a cross country style movie, you could have at least more than 4 fucking locations. Come on. And even though the action in the final act is pretty exciting, all of the other action in this movie before then is pretty mediocre. And you know how Venom's supposed to be a fucking badass, right? He spends most of the movie being a fucking coward running away from shit. Yeah. So Venom fans, enjoy your movie where Venom's a fucking coward for the most part. Come on. Venom's supposed to be fighting shit, but instead in this movie, all he is running away, and he even gets a dance scene in this movie to the song Dancing Queen by ABBA. Yeah. When you think of Venom, you think of dancing, right? I guess because this movie's called The Last Dance, they had to have a dance scene in it. It was so pointless, and it was cringeworthy. Oh, another thing that's cringeworthy about this movie is the comedy. If you thought the comedy was obnoxious and Let There Be Carnage, oh boy. This movie doubles down on this shit. That's one thing that sucks about these Venom movies as well. Venom, especially in the second one and in this one, Venom's basically just used as a goddamn joke. Venom's supposed to be like biting people's heads off and eating them and shit. But no, this time he's cracking jokes constantly throughout the whole fucking movie. I will say, this movie does move at a fast pace, and it's short, so the pain isn't lasting too long, but the time that you spend in this movie, yeah, it's pretty fucking painful. All this movie is just mediocre action, lots of exposition dumps, and really obnoxious humor. So yeah, look forward to that in your Venom movies. I'm hoping this is the last one. I'm really hoping because these movies have not been good. The character deserved a lot better. I mean, it's part of a franchise that hasn't been good at all lately, like at all since it started. So, this movie does fit right into this Sony Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. I'm kind of hopeful for Craven the Hunter because that movie does look promising, but I will say also it's better than Madam Web. Pointing it out there, at least I could have some positive things to say about this fucking thing. It's not a complete dumpster fire like Madam Web was. It's better than Morbius. But yeah, it's worse than the first two Venoms, and that's really saying something. So yeah, if you're looking for a obnoxious, unfunny, not that exciting film, look forward to Venom the Last Dance, because that's exactly what you're getting with this film. I am going to give Venom the Last Dance a D.